Today, we have a very funny test in English, which actually shows that you understand advanced English. And this test is going to be based on jokes. The thing is, humor is a complex and deeply cultural phenomenon. So it's not just about understanding words. It's not just about understanding phrases. It's about understanding the nuances, the wordplay, cultural references that might not easily translate. You know, it's been 8 years since we moved to the US, and still, when people make jokes about things that I don't know, I feel really weird. So today, we're gonna go through some jokes in American English, and if you understand them, you are advanced. You are amazing. And if you don't worry, it comes with practice, and this is why I am here. Take, for example, a scene from the classic sitcom Friends. Rachel attends her ex-fiance's wedding. She has to wear a poofy pink dress. Rachel says,
"Cannot believe I have to walk down the aisle in front of 200 people looking like something you drink when you're nauseous."
Is it funny for you? Probably not, because the joke refers to Pepto-Bismol, a common pink treatment, which my kids love because it's pink, that you take in America when you have an upset stomach. Yeah. So jokes are often inspired by well-known movies, books, songs, and different cultural references, which you might not know just because you're from a different country. Okay, the next joke. My kids would probably understand. Why can't you give Elsa a balloon? Because she let it go, let it go. The joke plays on the famous Disney movie Frozen and its hit song, Let It Go. Let it go, let it go. And without this cultural knowledge, it's difficult to understand this humor. A lot of jokes in English are pun-based. What is a pun? A pun is a humorous use of a word or phrase that has several meanings or that sounds like another word. For example, in Quentin Tarantino's provocative film Pulp Fiction, where two of the stars from the movie, Uma Thurman and John Travolta, are having a dialogue, and Uma is telling a joke. Three tomatoes are walking down the street. Papa Tomato, Mama Tomato, and Baby Tomato. Baby Tomato starts lagging behind, and Papa Tomato gets really angry, goes back and squishes him and says, "Ketchup." Do you get the joke? Well, ketchup is a sauce made of tomatoes, okay? It sounds familiar to catch up, a phrasal verb that means to succeed in reaching a person who's ahead of another. Speed up, catch up. See, there's so much wordplay in English, and if you want to start understanding it and you want to expand your vocabulary, the best way to do that is to learn advanced synonyms. For example, I'm getting a bit tired now, let's finish. An idiomatic synonym to this will be, I'm getting a bit tired now, let's call it a day, which is the same as let's finish. If you don't know many advanced substitutes for familiar words yet, you're welcome to join a course called From Intermediate to Advanced. You will not only expand your vocabulary, but also revise topics, which students most often study at intermediate level. Fully automate your grammar, you won't get confused about tenses, and will start constructing sentences at the advanced level. You will polish your speaking skills in real-life situation. And our goal is to help you start thinking in English. Not to just translate words in your head, because everybody can do that, but that slows down the process. You need to start thinking in English. You need to start using English as a native, and that will be priceless. Check the link down below to join From Intermediate to Advanced today. Now let's move to knock-knock jokes, which are popular in the US. Knock knock, who's there? Dwayne. Dwayne who? This is how you can ask for surname. Dwayne who? Dwayne the sink. It's leaking. Did you get the joke? Is it funny? Well, the name Dwayne sounds like the word drain, pronounced like how a little kid might pronounce it. Drain. To drain means to remove liquid from something. Like sometimes kids say rain instead of rain because they can't pronounce the R sound. The joke here, Dwayne and drain the sink, it's leaking, and this is the wordplay. Another type of joke is a one-liner, a joke presented with one sentence or question and then the answer. What do mermaids use to wash their fins? Tide. You know what a mermaid is? A fin is on her tail. And tide means either fall and rise of the sea or a detergent. Okay, let me give you the next one. Try to guess the answer by yourself. Why do tigers have stripes? Because they don't want to be spotted. So here we have two meanings of the word spotted. Literal meaning, tigers don't have spots on their fur, they have stripes, so they don't want to be spotted. The real meaning is spotted means to be seen or noticed. The joke suggests that tigers have stripes as a kind of camouflage, so they don't get spotted, noticed by others in their environment. Okay, the next one. Can you guess why people think it's funny? Why was the broom late for work? It overswept. So we use broom for sweeping, right? And one of the reasons people might be late for work is because they oversleep. So overswept kind of plays with overslept. And again, the expected answer would be like overslept, but because it's a broom, overswept. Let's look at another example. What kind of tree fits in your hand? A palm tree. So a palm is part of your hand, but also a palm tree is a palm tree. This is again your wordplay. See, in English, a lot of words either sound similar or they're written in the same way but have different meanings. So, palm tree. Why can't your nose be 12 inches long? Because then it would be a foot. Ha ha ha. So, 12 inches equals a foot. Americans measure everything in a different system. Centimeters, meters don't really exist here. People say inches and feet. 12 inches means a foot. But why can the nose be 12 inches? Because it's going to be a foot. Foot also means foot. Your nose can't be a foot. Ha ha ha. This video is not for you to laugh like crazy because it's honestly not too funny, but it's very important from the language perspective, how to understand what's going on, the wordplay. And if you figure out how to navigate these jokes, I'm sure you will navigate a lot of jokes that Americans, they just come up with jokes on the go. Like I talk to them and they see something funny and they come up with jokes. Honestly, a lot of Americans are very open and they just love to make jokes. So it's a great lesson. Let's look at another example. Where do cucumbers go on date night? The salad bar. Did you get it? Can you explain this in the comments for me? That will be your homework. So understanding American jokes is about understanding the culture and also understanding how to play with words. And if you master this game, you're a native speaker, really. And you get to the stage where you know a lot of English words, but now your goal is to speak in a beautiful way, like a professor or like an actor or like a public speaker. And that was it from me for today. Thanks for watching. Give this video a like, subscribe for more content, and ring the bell to get notified. See you soon.